Well, boy, howdy, boys and girls, men and women of all ages and walks of life. Welcome once again to the build inside the garage. We're going to do a little staining today. I hope you enjoy this. You've seen me do it before. You've seen lots of people on YouTube do it. But it's part of working on this little white, they're calling it a Mustang, but it's a Squire. So anyways, we're going to try to mix up a little concoction here of our stunning stains out of crimson, guitar stains, and just guitar stuff in general over in the UK. And that's Ben over there, a fabulous creator. Anyways, guys, with that being said, let's just go ahead and start mixing it up. What I'm gonna, I really sanded on this a lot. I did not use paint stripper. Hopefully I got through all the little bit of finish that was on here. I had to start at 120, went to 220, 360, then ended with some 400 or 600 on here, I can't remember, because it was quite rough. But it's got a pretty darn smooth now, so I think we're getting just about ready. I want a kind of a vintage look. I don't want the super bright yellow that I've done on some. So I'm gonna use amber a little bit and maybe 2 spoons of yellow. So let's see what we can do, guys. Once again, I hope you're having a wonderful and a blessed day. That is number 61 on my loop pedal I made just for your listening and dining pleasure, of course. We'll start out with 2 spoons of this. We don't need much on here. And I don't want it too dark either. I don't want it to look like I don't want to be a fake roasted maple neck. I think a lot of these roasted maple necks are maybe a little fake. I don't really know. But I know that roasted maple necks are really supposed to be great. So let's start out with just about a half a spoon of this amber. I don't have much left to start out with. And I don't want to darken it up too much. Then I'll put the Squire decal on it. I have 2 of those, the gold ones. I'm not going to put my name on this because I did not build this guitar. I'm just modifying it. That would be kind of silly to put my name on something I didn't build. And I consider a guitar kit kind of like a model kit. I do build those. So anyways, guys, I feel good about putting my name on it. All right, let's just see what happens here, you guys. Got to grab a little one of these guys. We'll just fold her over. People do this all different ways. Some people make a little pouch out of it. They do all kinds of different things. And you know what? We might do that today. I haven't done that very often. So let's put this in the middle and just fold everything over on it. Let's hope for the best, you guys. And we're just going to use a little tiny bit right back here. That's pretty yellow, you guys, isn't it? I think we're going to need to put a little bit more amber in it. But see, this is why we experiment. All right, that ought to do it. Yeah, it's going to get pretty darn hot around here again today. We've had a reprieve for a while. And it stayed out of the hundreds. Today it's supposed to be about 101, tomorrow 102 maybe. Okay, let's give this another try. Over here. Now it doesn't look much different, does it? But I think it's gonna be. Do we see any difference at all, guys? I think one more little bit of this stuff, we're not even gonna measure it. We're just gonna go hog wild. All right, that's gonna have to do, guys. I just don't want it to be too amber. I'm gonna have to get some more of that stain too. I don't have very much of it. All right, we're gonna start going for it. I think that'll work, guys. Plus, the more we put on, the more it will get dark. Well, it looks like I got the, so far, looks like I've got the, all the paint off of this darn thing. One thing that's kind of neat about stain is that you can kind of touch it a little bit. It doesn't really mess around with everything else. What I mean by that is you can put your hand on it and it's not going to ruin it. Yeah, see? Starting to darken up real nice. That's just what we wanted. Not too yellow, not too amber. And this is just the back of it, so we're not all that concerned. I don't think any of you guys are ever going to see the back of it unless I show it to you. Somewhere down the line as I'm finishing up the build. Yeah, I really like this color. This stain, I should say. And if there's a few spots that just, like right in here, I don't know if you can see that, but like right in here, that's okay to have it little, not really splotchy, but a little bit different of a color, because I love the look of a vintage neck, like a well-used neck. I'm not gonna relic it or anything, but I don't mind that. It looks pretty good. For the most part, I think it's going to take stain pretty well. If you guys put in the comments you'd like me to play a little bit to this loop one of these days, I'd be glad to do it for you. Not that anything special, certainly not. Yeah, it looks like maybe right here at the tip, which I'm not worried about, but not all the paint came off. So even though I sanded on this thing for like 4 hours. So let's try the top of the headstock. I think that's going to work out just fine, guys. And then we will, of course, after this dries for a day or so, we will come back and we will put some sealer on it, some lacquer sanding sealer on it, and then we will seal this thing all up with some satin lacquer by Deft. Just regular stuff you buy at the hardware store. But on the face, after we install the decal, we will put gloss. So that's kind of that's my plan. We'll see how it works. I may have to get out the sandpaper and do a little more work on the top of this headstock. Right up in here. Because it's not taking the stain very well. And I want the headstock not to look wiped out. I don't want it to look crummy. So let's grab some sandpaper here. Just happen to have some of that handy. And we'll just do a little more sanding on here, because that's what we're going to have to do to try to get all of that off of there. So a lot of this stuff about building guitars and not just remodeling existing guitars, which is this. This is a remodel of an existing guitar. But as you can kind of see, there's a lot of stuff that goes into actually building a guitar kit. Which this is not. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on. Let's get a handy dandy wipe thing. And let's get a very teeny tiny bit. Anyways, that's what we're doing here today. Just little incremental steps, day by day. All right, let's try this again, you guys. See if I did any good at all. Yeah, that's much better. It's not perfect, but it's much better. Okay, I don't want to get it too dark. Then the sticker won't stand out. All right. I think that we'll wipe her down a little bit. And we'll kind of take a good look around it and see if there's any spots that I really missed that are going to be showing. It has a pretty nice kind of a vintage look to it, I feel. I could probably do this again, couldn't I? That needs a little more sanding, because there's probably a little tiny bit of that clear coat left on there. We don't want that on there. So we'll get a little tiny bit more lacquer thinner. Hopefully get that area cleaned up real good. But as you can see, lacquer thinner doesn't do a heck of a lot to stain. Remind me not to leave the cap off of that, okay? It'll all evaporate. All right, let's see if we fixed it at all. The big test. Yep. Way better. So I say that we just use all of this up. Do another overall. Yeah, that's getting pretty dark, isn't it? Maybe I should have left well enough alone. But I have a problem with leaving stuff well enough alone. And this will mellow out a little bit too, once I wipe it all back down. And I do have a couple of guitars that I've built that have this same basic look to the neck, because I just really enjoy this vintage kind of a look. So all you guys out there that want to say something negative, better get on the ball. Or if you want to say something positive, that'd be kind of fun too. But I think this is going to look good. Let's just stick it in there. And this guitar is basically going to stay white. So I think this will look pretty good, guys. What do you think? Except for that blue fretboard. What's up with that? Well, this video has gotten pretty long-winded. So all that being said, I'm going to leave you with a couple things. I was reading in my book the other day and ran across a cool little verse in Proverbs. It's Proverbs 9:10, and it states, "The fear of the Lord is the foundation of wisdom." And in other words, the love of God and His precepts are the foundation of wisdom, and the knowledge of God results in good judgment. Can't be more simple than that. There's nothing complicated about trying to live a Christian lifestyle. That's what I've got to say about that. Once again, I love y'all for watching the videos. Thanks so much. I've got a couple new subscribers. That's always wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little long, but staining takes a little while. That being said, don't forget to pray for your country, whatever country it is. Don't forget to pray for the world, a world in great upheaval. There is stuff going on everywhere, not just in the good old US of A. There's some places where it's pretty mellow, but there's other places where it's just plumb crazy. Anyways, guys, don't forget to pray for your friends, neighbors, and loved ones that need medical attention. Our thoughts and prayers need to go to the Father to hopefully get people on the way to recovery, including my wife. Anyways, you guys, I love y'all once again. See you later in the next video, this Saturday, hopefully. Bye-bye.